As a GI, I'd been to Nice in south of France on pass during the war. And I'd said, like so many others, that someday I'd come back. Of course, I had an extra special reason, as I was born there and lived there as a child before my parents came to America. Good old Nice. And of course, this time I'd come back without my uniform, without my Jeep, and certainly without my K-ration. Oh boy, some chow. It was never like this in the old days. Hey, mademoiselle, please. I'm very sorry, but there is a little hors d'oeuvre you forgot over there. I tried to tell them that my plate was full, but nothing could stop them. Until I finally reached the dessert. As I was driving along, I met a young lady with a lovely... Hello, honey. With a lovely bicycle. I wondered if this was the road to Cannes. Oh, I'll ask her. So I stopped the car and asked, excuse me, mademoiselle, but is this the road to Cannes? She said, I'm very sorry, but I can't talk to you. You see, I'm married and my husband is very jealous. Of course, I immediately knew what she meant. He said, hey, you, what's the matter with you talking to a stranger, huh? Didn't I tell you before you mustn't talk to people? Hey, you might just well know that she and I, we are sposati. See? She and I were married, understand? Madonna miseria. Women, they're all the same. You leave them alone 1 minute and they talk to anybody. And look here. I want to tell you for the last time. Now, if you look at another man again, you want to look at him? Okay. Take a duck and cool off. Rather cooled off myself, I continued along my beautiful route. Uh-oh. I didn't like that noise. Was it what I feared? Uh-huh. Yes, it was. Oh, imagine. Fixing a flat after such meal. Oh, well. Now, I hope this thing works. They generally don't, you know. Ah, success. As it was pretty warm, I felt I needed a breath of fresh air. Hey, say, where is the doll? That's odd. Not a soul. Oh, heck. Then suddenly I had an idea. I thought, Now let me see. If I take this shoe, she'd have to come and look for it. Now, should I? I will. I sort of stretched myself. And as I was pretty tired, I laid my head back and then started for me a beautiful dream. And out of that dream appeared my little dream girl, just as I hoped she would look. And just as I thought, she came to the car and asked me, "I'm sorry, sir, but have you seen my shoe?" I wondered, "Is that your shoe?" "Yes," said she. I said, "Well, come in and put it on. You'll be much more comfortable." It was then very easy to convince her that I should drive her back to Cannes. Aren't dreams sometimes beautiful? She told me her name was Lisette. As we were driving along the docks of the port of Cannes, she mentioned that she'd love to go for a boat ride. No sooner said than done. Wish upon a dream and see what happens. My little speedboat just happened to be there, waiting for us. This is the old section of the port of Cannes. On the way to Eden Rock, we met a young lady by the name of Crombez, European water ski champion. Annie makes water skiing appear so easy that I wondered how a beginner would feel. I mean, a fellow doing it for the first time. Well, there is one. It doesn't look so easy, does it? Hold on, old boy. Look out, look out. Let go, let. Back to our champion. What grace. I was wondering what our beginner was doing. Not so good. They say that Miss Annie Crombez is the only woman in the world capable of performing that stunt, backwards on one leg, and I believe it. And here we are at famous Eden Rock, the home of so many stars and celebrities. And as we were looking around the pool, we immediately noticed the queen of the ice, Sonja Henie, looking as cute as ever. So I introduced Lisette to Sonja. Lisette, meet Sonja. Hello, Sonja. Ah, the dashing French officer. Well, it seems that all the girls have already noticed him. He's not wasting any time. She asked him what was his rank. He said, "I'm a captain." A movie captain, of course. "Oh, then could I have your autograph?" "Why, certainly. But where shall we sign?" Ah, that was the problem. She suddenly got a bright idea. How about my bathing suit? Why not? And as she saw the name, she read, George Raft. What, you are George Raft? I can't believe it. Then the shock was much too great. Hey, George, now wait a minute. The lady might be drowning. I pointed out to Lisette a couple of girls which I thought looked mighty cute. But she didn't seem to think so. I then thought, well, how do you think this one looks? Here we have Steve Reeves, Mr. America and Mr. World, 1948. Maybe he got these muscles through a correspondence course. Some male. That she liked. And that, of course, I didn't like. Here we are back with Sonja Henie in her bathing suit. Lisette and I wish Sonja good luck on her first venture on water skiing. Boy, look at her pass that wave. And for the first time, can you imagine? Well, I guess that whether it's ice or melted ice, Sonja will always be tops. Good work, Sonja. Very good work. And so long, honey. Lisette, you see that fellow over there? Well, that's our very good friend, Buddy Rogers. Hello, Buddy. I tried to get Buddy to come to us, but as he couldn't, I sent Lisette to him. After a few words of greetings, Buddy pointed out to Lisette a man who holds the world record water ski jumping, 110 feet. And from the height of Joe Le Bilan's jump, we rise still higher to one of the most beautiful places in the world, the Chateau de Madrid. Here on the left, we have the very old village of Aix. And down there, we have the Bay of Villefranche. And looking down, we also saw a place which looked like a very good hunting ground. Why, Lisette, am I seeing things? Yes, it is. Bob Stack, the movie star, and also the international skeet shooting champion. Now let's see how good Bob is at shooting feathers. Well, can you imagine? I didn't know they had feathered rabbits around here. And boy, look at them run. Well, Bob certainly had a good laugh, and so did we. Even in a dream, a girl sometimes wishes to change her clothes. And upon Lisette's request, I brought her back to camp. Hurry up, honey. I'll miss you. And here we have Lisette going back to the Carlton Hotel. As we sat down for a little refreshment, Lisette's eyes gathered on a book entitled My Songs. And that book was written by one of the greatest musical comedy stars of all time, Maurice Chevalier. As Maurice was writing his memoirs, his very good friend, Charles Boyer, was sitting nearby reading one of Maurice's latest book, But he was also very much interested in a game that we were playing on Maurice's court. This game is commonly known as baccy. The idea is to throw that large steel ball as close as possible to the little piggy. Waiting for his turn to play, Maurice was still writing. Now, I had to make a good shot. I just had to. So I did. Well, even Boyer thought, very good shot, very good indeed. And very pleased with myself, I immediately turned to Maurice and said, hey, Maurice, come on. It's your turn to play, old boy. And I warn you, I just made a shot that you can't beat. You haven't got a chance. Ha, said he. Okay, I will show you. Ha, ha, ha. Come on, you haven't got a chance. Okay, just a minute, I will show you. And what I was afraid would happen, happened. To the amazement of Boyer, who thought, unbelievable. Oh, yes. Back to our little dream girl, getting ready for a swim. In the blue water of the French Riviera. As Lisette was changing her clothes, I, of course, being a perfect gentleman, was not looking. Oh, she is grateful. And now, from a beautiful, beautiful dream to reality. Well, you little wolf, said she. How dare you be so fresh? Well, you know, you have a lot of nerve, young man. Well, you haven't got a chance with me. You might just as well know it right now. And what's the idea of taking my shoe? Now, where did you think that would lead you? Now, I know you're kind, young man. I know you're kind very well. And you might just as well run along fast before I'll expose you. Understand? Come on, run along and make it snappy. That's my last warning. Run along. That was the best suggestion I'd heard yet. And run along I did so fast that I even forgot to give her back her shoe. When suddenly, a thought dawned into my mind. And I wondered. She was still mad at first, but then she thought, maybe I should have given him a chance. He was a nice-looking boy, and after all, a girl must have some fun. And I suddenly thought, but it looks like Elsa Maxwell. No, it can't be. I must be dreaming.